We're on?
Yeah, we're on. Are you kidding me?
Oh, we're live?
We're live from here.
Here. It's Joke Zero. With Dana Carvey. No.
Dana Carvey's on?
Dana Carvey.
Laura Dunn. No, it's not true.
No, that was a lie.
Jan Hooks.
Sorry about lying.
Yeah, too soon.
I think it's silly though. We shouldn't make jokes that Dana Carvey and Jan Hooks would be here because they could be here.
Well, Jan Hooks.
Not Jan Hooks.
Yeah.
but Dana Carvey, you're welcome to join
This
our
is
show.
Joke Zero.
Oh shoot! I forgot to mention
I
this
may have
is
said
Joke
that.
Zero.
I'm Matt Manser.
I'm Dan Bennis.
And our guest is
The great Michael Hughes.
The great Michael Hughes.
Oh my goodness! Hold on.
Oh.
There we go. That was almost a
Wait,
problem.
I'm great?
Yeah, but
Wow.
You're out of all the Mike Hugheses,
There's
You're
a
the
lot.
most-
you're the
There's
one
There's
that's
like,
great.
there's like 20 of us on IMDb.
there's probably
There's a shit ton of like Hughes.
yeah.
Any curses?
Yeah, sure.
And we could and we should.
Wait a minute.
Could
Let me
be
say
up and
this.
down, but
Let
we-
me say this. Hold on. Let me move this.
Yeah.
There we go. Mob Crush. We're on Mob Crush. It's important to say that because it's true.
Mob Crush is what we're on.
That's what we're on. And
Lord
we're
and Savior.
proud to be here.
Yeah.
They're streaming us, and I think it's awesome.
I'm thrilled to be
Yeah,
here.
we got an audience. And this, did you know what this is?
The
you know,
podcast?
it's Joke Zero. Yeah.
I know it's Joke Zero. I used to live with both of you and still live with one of you, so so I know a little bit about what you guys are up to. But I'd love to hear exactly what it is.
Exactly. It's
yes.
Joke Zero, a comedy show, wherein we tell jokes,
Okay.
we talk about jokes,
Yeah.
we analyze jokes, and we try to find the quintessential joke.
Wow.
The joke zero, if you will. The joke that
Wow.
from which you could say all other jokes come, even though this joke was likely written within the past 2 weeks or a week or a couple of
I
days.
figured it'd be something like, "Hey Eve, take a bite of this apple," or something like that. It would probably be.
That's pretty good.
It'd be like the old, the
The
joke. Did you say too? Did
No,
you say?
no.
That would have been kind of cool. For
How do you spell that?
joke.
Joke.
It's like the
Yeah.
origin joke.
Yeah.
You know,
You say that because you're an educated man, right?
somewhat. Yeah. Yeah.
You went to school.
I did go to school.
Yeah.
I read books.
Yeah.
At school.
You have a diploma.
Mhm.
Yeah. What
I
school did you
have
go
more than one diploma.
to? What schools did you go to?
Oh shit.
Just signing up.
This
to
is the
brag.
danger having people who know you well. I graduated from Yale University.
Ooh.
That's in the Ivy League.
Yeah, a Yale man.
And then I went and I got another degree from Harvard University.
Whoa. Doubling up.
Jeez. Mr. Dorky nerd over here. Yeah.
So yeah, and
Yeah.
now I use them to make struggling artists wages. So there you go. All those magical doors opening up.
Yeah.
That's the thing they didn't teach you is like, here's these degrees that are supposed to open the doors, but they don't teach you how to open the
Oh,
doors.
sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
the
Too
door
bad
opening.
Too bad you're not a velociraptor.
And then I could open
You'd
doors.
be a clever girl.
Yeah.
And instead of just the doofus girl you are now, the bimbo. As
Oh,
I
that's
said.
slut shaming.
Well,
Bimbo shaming.
Well, it's not. I mean, there's not.
Shaming.
There's not.
No, it's really
not
shaming.
necessarily.
It's not shameful.
It's not shameful. It's owning who you are. I am a bimbo. There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Victoria
Jackson.
Jackson came after saying, I am not a bimbo.
Yeah.
That was
I'm
bimbo
a
shaming.
human being.
I
Yeah.
think that was reflective of the political currents of the time, topical stuff. That were we writing jokes back then, we very well would have written a joke about that.
We were? No. Just,
Well, we were not.
If we
We were mere tight, so
yeah.
we would not have.
yeah.
You know.
But I
been-
have, what you call it, where you skip words around?
Dyslexia?
Dyslexia.
You do?
Was it when you said, were we? I thought you said we were. Just kidding.
Oh.
I have verbal dyslexia.
Dyslexia?
Auditory
Oh.
dyslexia.
Oh wow.
Sounds anymore.
Yeah,
Dan only has it, and he's only had it for the past 2 minutes.
And it's not real, so that's super rare.
I don't know. I think maybe does Yoda have it?
Yeah, Yoda has it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I caught it from Yoda.
Yeah. Oh,
So
you
he's
slept with
going around.
Yoda.
And if you sleep with one, I was going to say Muppet, but he's not a Muppet.
He's not a Muppet.
I mean,
he's a puppet.
He's in the Muppet
He's made
universe.
by
Jim Henson.
Jim
Although we're crossing
He is a
podcasts
Muppet.
here, I guess we.
Oh yeah, you do a podcast.
I do a podcast. We've been out for a month or so.
Yeah.
Ski Material. Check it out. Boardwalk Audio. We can plug other podcasts.
Boardwalk
Yeah.
Empire.
Boardwalk Empire. Yes.
So,
Yeah.
but I guess Yoda's not a Muppet though.
I know
He's
I
Muppet
think-
adjacent.
I think he's a Muppet. He's voiced by Frank
Oz.
Oz, the
And
wonderful
he's a
wizard.
puppet,
Mhm.
right?
Made by the Jim Henson
Yeah,
people.
Yeah.
it all fits.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And if it fits,
put
you
in
must
a joke.
quit telling jokes. But you should not quit.
All right, we're quitting. Bye.
No.
We tried.
Oh man,
Yeah.
there's
Alright,
a lot
I'm
of
gonna-
morning. There's a lot of mornings I felt like quitting. Believe me.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm gonna change this. I'm so sorry, viewers. There, I think
Oh,
that's
I hope
better.
that wasn't disorienting.
It was oriented. It was. No, I oriented it. It oriented.
Better
Yeah.
Yeah.
shot. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So should we
I
read
felt like
some
Bruno
jokes?
Del Bono for a second there.
Who's that?
Cinematographer. Okay, let's tell jokes. Okay, let's start with the jokes of the day.
Jokes from today.
Or is any jokes?
No, I have jokes that I have. Matt and I both have this same gig. We do freelance joke writing for a radio service, and these are some of these jokes are jokes that they bought today.
Dang.
They're fresh off the.
Some of these jokes we were paid $10 for.
Yeah.
Good gosh.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
It's high expectations.
we are professionals. So,
Yeah.
highly trained. You knew that, didn't you?
I guess I knew that.
You knew it. But I just undercut your whole shtick, right? Is it you're the naive wave? just
Wave?
just in from the Midwest.
Wait, is a wave necessarily naive?
But sometimes I think a wave is not naive
Yeah.
and plays naive
Mhm.
to kind of undercut the more supposedly sophisticated
Yeah.
city people.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, now that you mention that,
Yeah.
an employee was stabbed to death by a coworker inside the Philly airport.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah. Turns out the city of brotherly love is the city of co-workerly stabbing.
Now I am from outside Philadelphia, so I'm not surprised by that story.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is it violent?
It's expressive, I'd say. People are strong feelings about things.
Gee whiz.
They threw batteries at Santa.
They threw batteries at Santa. Yeah, they booed Santa Claus, and they had to issue a warning after the Eagles won.
They cracked that bell.
Yeah, they did
I'll
that.
take
Yeah,
that, Liberty.
they did
Yeah.
that. They rooted for a boxer even though he lost. A fictional boxer who has a statue up. Anyway.
Oh yeah. Okay.
No, that was
Rambo.
That had a kind of an almost like a classic pre right wing Dennis Miller kind of take on it, I think, or almost a Norm Macdonald-y kind of thing, which I'm a fan of. That kind of
I don't think it's very Dennis Miller.
Yeah, no, Dennis Miller. The words are
It
too
would have been a
short.
bunch of weird.
Yeah,
references.
the words
Matt
are too.
says about as brotherly
Well,
as
as when Aristophanes took
took a
a.
thing to the second Darren chop shop, something like that.
Dana Carvey, man, he got him.
Yeah.
I mean, not got him, but he
No,
he really
he touched his soul.
he knew he got the handles. As
Yeah.
one Jim Downey might say.
I actually think there's something similar to doing a good impression of somebody and doing a good joke about somebody.
Think of it?
I think you get to their essence. You get to their essence of not necessarily who they are, but who their persona is, and you kind of build off that.
Yeah. Well, some impersonators are not remotely comedic. And I would say, unfortunately, gosh, I'm sorry, I'm so bad with the names. Who was the guy who used to play Obama on SNL?
Armstead,
Jay Farrow.
I don't think he's super funny, but I think he's super talented.
Yeah.
He's really talented, but it's like his impressions didn't make me laugh, and Dana Carvey's impressions were so funny.
I think it was Dana Carvey I heard one time say the difference between an impressionist and an impersonator. Like an impersonator is like technical, will be a more accurate representation, whereas an impressionist doesn't so much replicate somebody's exact characteristics or voice or whatever, but kind of captures an essence and creates a character. I mean, Dana Carvey was an impressionist. He was not an impersonator. I mean, George H.W. Bush. That was not actually very much like what the first President Bush sounded like, but
that was probably his furthest one. It was so far.
And then
they became friends.
And then the real George Bush, what?
The benefit is I get to hang out with the president.
I consider friendship its own.
Have you said that on this podcast? Or just in real life?
I'd probably say.
Probably.
I've got a big heart.
You do. I think the real George Bush started to resemble the impression. I think it's kind of a weird thing.
It's weird when that happens.
Yeah.
I hate to bring it up because I hate talking about our current president, but because there's nothing funny about talking about him at all. It's just boring and stupid. But
that does half my jokes.
I'm sorry. But I feel like that's the case with him, where it's like he's gone through the rabbit hole, the cycle of he's an impression of himself. So it's like, what's the real person? Yeah.
It also makes it hard to do comedy about him.
That's why I say.
Yeah, I think when he first became president, and this is probably true every time there's a new administration. Suddenly, there's all these new characters. There's all this new stuff. I felt for about like a month or 2 months, my joke writing was pretty prolific, and they were buying a lot of stuff.
Prolific meaning a lot of it.
And a lot of good.
A lot of people don't know what prolific.
You're using your Ivy League.
But don't you think a lot of people don't know what prolific means? Don't you feel that?
I don't know. That's another interesting joke writing issue that I have in question. Is how. Are these words people will know?
My guess is that people think prolific means really good. That's my hunch.
Viewers, let us know. What do you think prolific it means?
We won't tell you.
Are you stupid and think it means something else, or are you smart like us?
Yeah.
But no, I think about that a lot in the morning when I'm writing jokes, and it's like, what word do I use as a 3-syllable word? Because I'm writing for people who drive who are driving to work in the morning.
Ooh, you don't think too highly of people?
No, I think very high. I myself don't use a lot of 3-syllable words that early in the morning. So you guys,
they're not awake enough.
You guys, I was never usually up early in the morning, so you wouldn't see me then. But when I get up, I'm not awake and alert. But who's your audience, and what are you writing for, and how, what kind of language you're going to use. That's actually something I think about a lot when I'm writing.
You know, it's weird though.
What?
Syllable is a 3-syllable word. Mm-hmm. It's also a 1-syllable word.
Wow.
You ever think of that?
Wow.
That's
a prolific statement.
So.
Yeah.
But it's an accurate joke about Philadelphia, I'd say.
Oh, good.
I would say, I'm technically from outside the city, but I'd say that is an accurate representation.
Very prolific joke.
Thank you.
Here's a joke. Kevin Smith said that smoking weed saved his life by keeping him calm during his heart surgery. However, weed also nearly ended his life by giving him an unquenchable craving for Taco Bell. So it's a double-edged sword, I would say.
Yeah.
The weed.
A double entendre. Wait, no, it's not.
That was a good, there are certain joke linkages I use a lot. marijuana Taco Bell one.
Yeah.
You know,
you can link marijuana to Taco Bell, to SpongeBob, to
Willie Nelson,
Snoop
Dogg. Yeah, you'll notice we
That's
said
it.
the same name at the same time.
Yeah.
That because Matt and I actually quite often will write the exact same punchlines and stuff separately because we've been doing it actually for the same show, not just the radio thing, but for the live show that we do for many years.
Top Story
Top Story
Weekly, Acme, 8:00 Sundays.
Yep, and then you can see Dan many Sundays as well.
That's true.
Performing with Hellbent, and you direct teams.
No, not currently.
Not currently, but every
all
now
my
and then.
teams keep getting disbanded.
And you're blamed for that.
Yeah,
No,
for me too reasons.
No, don't say that.
No, it's true. It's
Don't
not.
joke about
And
that.
it's not fine. Don't laugh.
I'm not laughing. I'm thinking about the
Right.
fact that there are things I don't joke about.
Yeah.
I don't write jokes about. So, you know.
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
I didn't mean it then.
No.
Stop watching this.
Okay.
Um,
You have what? A joke?
Yeah. Let me pull a joke up.
Sure.
Okay, this is your classic. This is one they bought today.
Ooh, so high expectations. This is a $10 joke.
$10 joke. You're getting it for free, people. In a new interview with Vogue, Rihanna says that she and Drake are no longer friends. Maintaining their relationship was just too much work. The classic song lyric reference strikes here. Yeah. You know,
That's I can see why the radio station would.
Right. It's writing for your audience because
Yeah.
this was a recent hit with a lyric people know,
Yeah.
which is hard anymore.
Yeah.
The monoculture's gone, so you don't know what people know as
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
I would say, however, that joke shines bright like a diamond. So.
Thank you. Well, I found it in a hopeless place, so.
Yes. Thanks.
And
What about the umbrella?
I was gonna make an umbrella, or
Yeah.
you know, Ella.
Yeah.
Well, I was 4 or 5 seconds from laughing. No, I did laugh. That's
If we don't wrap up the particular joke comments, we're gonna have to send out an SOS.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you one thing. That punchline hit me like anyway.
Oh.
Burglar hits homes while residents attend funerals. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I forgot what this joke was. This is retarded. Burglar hits homes while residents attend funerals. Hey, if you come up with a robbery ploy that clever, whatever you steal, you've really earned.
Oh God!
Yeah, I like that one.
I like it.
I think it's great.
I didn't see it. I did not see it coming.
I would have crossed that out if I knew what it was.
No, that's good.
Well, for me, at least half of my enjoyment of the joke was your enjoyment of the joke. So.
I used that as a crutch. So
No, it's not a crutch. It's infectious.
Well, that's nice.
You know, it's like Dan really
infectious.
is loving his work, and you know, but
Someone asked it.
I enjoyed it, and I did not see it coming.
Oh,
I didn't see the turn of the urn.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hype.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, here's a joke.
Oh, perfect for this podcast.
Yeah, I thought
wow.
so. Let's see, there's a couple jokes. Let's just dive into this topic. We've dived into many times in the last week and a half. The Academy of Motion Pictures Arts and Sciences has expelled Bill Cosby.
Oh.
And the reason they expelled Cosby is because they finally got around to seeing Ghost Dad.
That'll do.
Ghost Dad.
Yeah.
Ghosted. Oh.
And Ghost Dad.
I read that joke earlier
I
today.
tweeted that joke.
I know, that's what I read it. So I
You
enjoyed
read
it.
that joke earlier? Me too.
Oh no!
But yeah, he's a bad guy.
I wonder.
Yeah.
That's one of the That's another one. Is like, do people get the reference? I mean, people do have a certain
Yeah.
audience. You know.
It's about the movie's about what 30 years old.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And as we established on the ride over here, if something is a classic hit, I heard Alanis Morissette on the oldie station, which is like, no, not oldie.
Oh, really?
The format is called Classic Hits now.
It's what used to be oldies, but it's like 20 years.
The euphemism?
Yeah. It's
there's oldies, there's like 50s and 60s.
Right.
70s kind of can go in oldies or classic hits, but in classic hits it's like 80s, 90s.
But it's basically oldies.
Yeah, it's the new oldies.
The new oldies, which is kind of oxymoronic. Oh, my turn.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to be a hypocrite.
Nice.
Cool.
This is what I call, I'm going to explain it in a second, I'm going to tell the joke. The cost of Chris Christie's official portrait as governor of New Jersey is larger than his 3 predecessors combined. Then again, so is Chris Christie's. Now,
Fat shaming.
that is why I'm a hypocrite, because one of my rules, I try not to make jokes about people's physical appearance about things they can't control. But I
have big of you.
I have what I call the Chris Christie exception, which I think is pretty common. It's because that man is such a bully. I am willing, and as a native of New Jersey, I am willing to take exception to my general policy. Plus, it's a good joke. So.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Speaking of nice, Iowa is set to ban abortions after 6 weeks.
Ooh.
6 weeks? But I want my abortions banned now.
Wait a minute. There's like a couple things going on.
There's a lot going on there. You did a good job of taking a touchy subject and making it non-touchy.
Thank you.
And I should have used.
I try to do it as much as I can.
You go up to the edge,
and then take a turn.
And then you take a turn.
Because it's hard for me to not.
Yeah.
I like the edge. I don't know.
No, I think the edge is great. I think one of the keys is knowing where the edge goes, and and the edge moves.
That's
like,
true.
Like there's stuff
It's a constant moving edge.
There's sometimes he's to the left of Bono, sometimes he's to the right of Bono.
That's a good joke.
That's true.
It's topical. You too is
me too.
Oh no!
This is derailed.
No, it's pretty railed, I think.
Yeah.
So
speaking of railed, wait, never mind.
It's my turn.
Oh.
Let's see. Rick Ocasek of the Cars and model Paulina Poroskova have separated after 28 years of marriage.
Yeah.
Since they're no longer together, it's unclear who's going to drive her home tonight.
I also wrote a joke about that story, but I used a different... I don't have it written down, but I remember it. My song reference was... so I guess she wasn't just what he needed.
Yeah, nice.
That's a nice thing, is when there's a lot of songs, you have a lot of possible punchlines.
Yeah,
I was thinking maybe he just needed to shake it up.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, the Cars, Rick Ocasek and Paulina Poroskova announced their split after 28 years of marriage, explained Ocasek. I just feel like marriage doesn't fit into my go-go life of being a rock superstar 30 years ago.
He's a big producer too.
Oh yeah.
He produced Weezer albums, the big one, the first one,
and
one
a couple years ago.
I think one recent. Yeah, he's
so he produced a good one and a bad one.
No, I think he produced like the good recent Weezer one, like the one with like Back to the Shack.
Yeah,
it might have been that one.
Yeah.
So
I think we're back on you.
No, we skipped you.
Okay.
We can do one of yours.
Okay. Okay. Here's a target I like to hit a lot. Adrian Grenier from Entourage has launched a campaign called "Stop Sucking" to get Starbucks to stop using plastic straws. Unfortunately for Adrian, no one launched a "Stop Sucking" campaign before he made the Entourage movie. Like there's
too obvious. I mean, no, it's not bad, but it's incredible how obvious, like how perfect
that perfect fit. Not obvious in a bad way.
Yeah. It's incredible.
Well, Entourage is kind of like the go-to. It's interesting too how things develop, and like Entourage even now is kind of like a go-to bad TV slash bad movie. Like the going bad movie kind of changes as more bad movies are out. Mordecai was good for a while last year,
It's good for something.
Entourage is kind of timeless, though. It's just
It's
Yeah.
a classic.
it's a classic
Classic
bad.
hit.
Which weird is when it first came out, it was like, oh, this show's great. Although it's
Bad.
not. It's a bad. It is not good.
Is it me or you?
It's you.
All right, it's me. Let's see. Which one do I want to do? Former The View co-host Elizabeth Hasselbeck has signed a book deal. According to the deal, sometime in the next 2 years, Hasselbeck will learn how to read a book.
Is she dumb?
It's a good name.
It's not necessarily dumb.
You can make dumb jokes on any View person, I think. It's pretty. And they'll fly fine. But here's an interesting fact. Analog clocks were removed from classrooms because kids can't read them.
Really?
Yeah. Also removed from classrooms because kids can't read them. Books.
Yeah.
Oh, another book joke.
Let me see if I have any.
Also removed from classrooms because kids can't read them. Elizabeth Hassel. Doesn't even make sense.
I can't really read analog clocks anymore.
It's hard. Yeah.
I have to think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I don't have any jokes about illiteracy.
that's
But
weird.
man,
Sorry.
that is weird.
However, I do have a joke
Ooh.
about a conflict in Asia.
Oh.
How about that
Let's hear
segue?
I'd like to hear it.
It's weird. I keep wanting to laugh at my joke because I know it's coming, which this is good. North Korea has set its clocks 30 minutes to match the time in the South. As a goodwill gesture in response to match the time in the North, South Korea has set its calendars back 30 years. Nice parallel structure there. I'm a big fan of that. You know, because I always bring that up
Yeah,
when we're working together on stuff.
It's a mathematical.
It is.
Yeah.
There's an amount of math in this sort of thing. What words do you land on? You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And how the words you use at parallel. We're doing a podcast. Why am I talking with my hands?
It's a video.
Oh, good. Oh, okay, good.
Hands.
Hi. I
Everyone
talk with my
says
hands a lot.
This was in the news. Rick Ocasek of the Cars and model Paulina Poroskova have separated after 28 years of marriage.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, Ocasek knew things were over when the good times would no longer roll. That's another
You know,
reference.
I heard that he decided to break up with her because he was in love with his best friend's girl.
I heard that too.
Yeah.
I heard that. Trying to pile on.
That first, I looked out yesterday on IMDb. That first Cars album has a lot of hits on it.
Yeah, it's got
It's got like all these songs that are still played.
It's got 6
Yeah.
hits.
It's a lot of hits.
6 hits.
6 hits.
Yeah.
A lot of hits.
Yeah.
Well, goodness, a gene tied to migraines may have helped humans adapt to cold. And genes tied to fake migraines have helped female women get out of sex.
Oh, classic.
Female women.
Female
I was
women.
supposed to say female humans.
Yeah, I got yeah. That happens to me all the time when I send my jokes in every morning
Yeah.
and I proofread it because we have a deadline
Yeah.
and I proofread it and I figure I caught everything and then I go back and I realize I didn't catch everything. I made a stupid typo and that's why they didn't buy the joke because I put the wrong word in.
Yeah. Or because they buy 0 to 2 jokes every day.
Well, but maybe this would have been one of the 0 to 2 if I had, you know.
Definitely one of the 0.
Yeah. Let me see. What do I want to say now? I can do my classic. One of my classic. Somebody used to be successful but isn't anymore. I have 2.
Oh, spoiler.
Yeah, spoiler. Let's do this one. Wait, where is it? I need to do the other one. I'm using Babel. Oh, here we go. On Monday, NSYNC got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. What an honor, said Justin Timberlake. What a nice place to sleep, said Joey Fatone. And you see, that's kind of silly because Joey Fatone still has a lot of money.
And he's the announcer
he's
for
announcer.
Family Feud.
Right.
Wow.
But if you're looking, you have the thing, here's a group of people from the past, and one is now much more successful than the other. You pick one of the less successful ones who has a memorable name, and you know, that's usually that one works at Guitar Center.
Yeah, and it's actually probably better if they're actually sort of fine, you know?
Because then you're not making fun of it. It's like you don't want to make a Supremes joke and make fun of Florence Ballard. She's the one who died. like in the
Yeah, so
30s.
she's not sleeping on no
yeah.
She's
sleeping with the fishes.
Yeah.
And I heard she was killed by the mafia.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
You know, because she tried to hurry love and.
You know.
The mob hates when you don't wait for marriage. AI, artificial intelligence, predicts personality by reading pupils.
More reading.
Yeah. Thus far, the AI has described each subject as tested as having a, quote, round, blackish personality.
I'm intrigued by both. I like the joke, and I'm intrigued by the story. What? I'm looking at your pupils now. I wouldn't know anything about your personality.
Well, I mean, as far as I know, you're not a robot.
No, I think you would know if I was a robot.
Yeah,
Oh.
Well, because you would have heard
like a threat almost.
You would have heard like beeping from my room or something at some point. You know,
That's what robots do.
Yeah,
unless I'm a really good like humanoid.
Well, speaking of robots,
whoa,
sort of. Today is May the 4th, which Star Wars fans refer to as May the 4th Be With You Day. You know, I'm no Star Wars expert, but isn't it May the Force be with you? Get it right, Star Wars fans.
Yeah. Dummies.
Yeah. See,
them.
Matt is being as technical about it as Star Wars fans are about Star Wars.
Yeah.
I just am surprised they don't know what the quote is from this movie they enjoy so much. I don't even like the movie.
Well, maybe they just have a lisp and you're being really cruel.
Yeah.
Mark Hamill posted yesterday, this, by the way, is actually on May the 4th.
He's a big watcher, so be careful.
Oh yeah. Well, I knew his.
Hi, Mark.
I knew his.
Hi, Mark.
His son. So
yeah.
He could. You know, Facebook friends with his son.
Josh Hamill? I don't know.
Nathan Hamill.
Yeah.
He's a cartoonist. He's very talented. Very nice, extremely nice guy. Anyway, so what was I saying before I so shamelessly name drop? Oh yeah,
they're actually shameful.
He tweeted something yesterday, but I forget what it was. May the 3rd be something. So he's kind of playing off the trope.
May the 3rd.
You know.
Be with Shoe? I don't know.
I think that's accurate.
Mad about Shoe.
Yeah. Same as NYPD Shoe.
Shoe, yeah. I should do one now, right?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Hey, let's get real topical. All right.
Finally.
Yeah.
President Trump held a Rose Garden ceremony Thursday to mark the National Day of Prayer. He asked everyone to pray that Americans would actually believe his stories about the Stormy Daniels payment. Yeah. See? Whew. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. Those prayers will be answered.
Right, you know?
Maybe by the devil.
The devil.
Yeah. Savior.
Yeah. That was bought today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So,
nice.
$10 in your pocket.
$10 in my pocket for that one, people. And you're getting it for free.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Oh man, on a related note, Charlie Rose misconduct widespread at CBS. Also widespread at CBS, Charlie Rose.
Oh, although not anymore.
Not anymore.
Because he's been...
he's spreading that home now.
He was doing that already from the stories,
Yeah.
So that's punching up at Charlie Rose very bad.
Yeah.
Charlie Rose is very bad.
He's a very powerful man.
Not anymore.
Here's some news. Rick Ocasek of the Cars and model Paulina Poroscopa have separated after 28 years of marriage. So it looks like Rick and Paulina are saying bye-bye, love.
Did you just go down the track listing of the album and pick out?
I picked a couple different albums.
Okay,
so
I think
because Drive is from
you're right. Drive
Heartbeat
is
City,
from Heartbeat City,
and Good Times Roll and Bye-Bye Love is from the debut album.
And I did the debut album. So and you did new album.
No
I
songs.
haven't seen music really. I don't know any songs.
According to AAA, Americans can expect gas to rise to See, that's
hard.
Yeah,
words. I know that it's hard.
I used to, in our show, the Top Story Weekly, when I used to perform in it, which I haven't done in about probably 4 years. I used to anchor the news, and I used to be able to read jokes, and I guess I've lost that trait. So
last show I read a joke as Colin Quinn because I was having trouble getting a joke out.
Oh.
So I said, "Now she knew this is Colin Quinn." Yeah. So try it if you want.
I tell people there's like a music to jokes, and you have to find a tune and sing it. That's how
obviously that's not true, but no.
Well, some people are tone deaf,
and the tune is always
Heartbeat City.
Heartbeat
Cars.
City. Cars.
According to AAA, Americans can expect gas to rise to $3 a gallon later this month. Way ahead of you, replied everyone in California.
Yeah.
It hits a little close to home for us, yeah.
My pocketbook.
But I think they bought this one, so I guess it's not just a local California. California's like one out of every 10 people.
Gas is going way up again.
Yeah, well, I just bought another Prius, so.
Oh, really? Yeah. This guy's like the king of Prius.
Well,
how many do you own now?
You mean the money bags who got rear-ended, and that's why I had to buy a new car? Sorry to put a damper on things.
No, that's fine. Our show is all about sadness.
Well, that's the flip side of comedy.
Yeah, I've heard.
Yeah.
Often it's the same side.
Tears of a Clown.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, there's a super glut of studio-released comic book movies. 14 are going to be released through 2019.
Ugh.
But you gotta love them. Wait, no you don't, they all suck.
I haven't seen any. I have not seen a single movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You really have to catch
No, well, that's part. Honestly, that is now a problem because so much of pop culture, I am barely. I mean, I write a lot of jokes about stuff I've never seen, and I just kind of know about it because it's in the zeitgeist. But I'm getting to the point where like I don't understand all this stuff because I don't know the different. Yeah. Like I know Tony Stark has a suit, an iron suit.
He's a Ravenclaw.
Okay, all right, that's good to know.
Yeah.
And I know Black Panther, very popular, did very well.
Yeah. I read the Wikipedia entry for Avengers Infinity War, so I know what happened.
I heard of the ending.
Yeah, and the ending is that...
Now, I'll also say, because I never go to the movie, I haven't been to a movie theater in 2 years, God's honest truth, 2.5 years now. Last movie I saw was Force Awakens. But I'll still tell people, shut up, don't say anything. I know you may spoil it, even though I'm probably not going to see this stuff. I don't have time.
They're not good. None of the movies that people do are good.
I don't watch TV. I mean, I used to love TV, remember? I don't even watch TV anymore.
I feel like a movie recently that was good. What was that movie?
What was that movie?
No,
you watched All the President's Men?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was it.
Yeah, that was it.
I enjoyed Force Awakens.
Nice.
I didn't see it.
I saw 4 movies in 2015. It's the last time I saw movies, and 2 of them were the same movie, and I was in it. So I don't know if that even counts.
Wait, are you Harrison Ford?
I am.
Nice.
No, I saw.
Blood Second Bastards. My friends in Dr. God. That's their movie. See it. It's really good and really funny.
I saw Blinders. That was a movie I saw recently.
I know the director of that movie.
Oh.
That's in Shameless Name Drop, but I really do know her. So.
You didn't say her name, so it's fine.
Okay.
You didn't try anything.
Yeah.
She's great. She's very sweet.
Here's a joke about movies. Today is May the 4th. It's a Star Wars Day, and you're too into Star Wars if, when trying to figure out what utensil to use to eat dinner, you hear a voice saying, "Use the fork." Luke.
I saw that. I did see that one coming.
Oh my Lord.
That was a long journey.
It's a long journey because it was a top 10 list thing that turned into a 2-line joke.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like that joke is like a whole saga.
Yeah.
I turned
The Star Wars saga.
Well, it begins right here.
I actually turned a tweet I made yesterday into a joke.
Whoa.
And I wrote another joke on the same story.
A tweet into a joke?
Yes. And I made another joke.
What is this?
I made another joke on the same setup, And they bought the other joke. They did. So here's the tweet. I can tell both jokes. I'll tell them both.
great.
Well,
Not in a row, unless you want me to tell them both back to back. I don't want to
Tell
take
them
it.
back to back.
All right.
Sure, yeah.
This is the tweet. By admitting to Sean Hannity that Donald Trump reimbursed Michael Cohen for the $130,000 paid to Stormy Daniels, Rudy Giuliani may have implicated the president in several felonies, thus proving that Rudy Giuliani is the defense attorneys what Rudy Giuliani is the presidential candidates. So that was a long setup, though.
Yeah.
But they bought it.
I don't know what he is to either of those things.
He sucks. He's
Bad.
very bad.
He's bad.
He is very bad at both.
Lawyer,
Bad presidential candidate.
Bad 9/11 guy.
Well, speaking of,
Okay.
next joke. This is the one they bought. By admitting to Sean Hannity that Donald Trump reimbursed Michael Cohen for the $130,000 paid to Stormy Daniels, Rudy Giuliani may have implicated the president in several felonies. Rudy could have avoided the whole situation by just sticking to his usual habit of just saying 9/11.
Oh.
So that's
yeah.
a little punchier, you know.
People forget about 9/11.
We were supposed to never forget.
Yeah.
Oh, now it's a thing for comedy because it's like,
Yeah.
you know, 18 years. But think of the Titanic. We joke about the Titanic all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
Think of that old lady throwing the...
Yeah, I know. Wasted that.
Come on.
It's been like 20 years since the movie, even.
Yeah.
21
Yeah.
years, I guess.
So I wrote the same joke as that. Yours.
You wrote that long?
Yeah, give us a setup.
I wrote also a long setup. But yeah, I wrote the
There's a
same
lot of
thing.
information.
It's
to get
a lot.
in
It was
there.
basically I wrote basically the punchline was Giuliani's news shocked conservatives because it was most of the time Rudy went without saying 9/11.
Oh, wait. Maybe they bought yours and not mine.
I think they got yours.
Oh, okay. Oh, you posted yours. That's what I saw.
Yeah, I tweeted
See,
mine.
I said Matt and I we write a lot of the same stuff, so we've written like some of the exact same stuff. Your turn, I think.
Chris Brown,
Oh, that
quote, hurt and offended by Rihanna's dismissive remarks about First Real Love, his song, I believe, or album. Meanwhile, Rihanna hurt and offended by Brown's repeated punches to her face.
Oh, no. You know,
That's just true.
Rihanna, like, not in touch with Chris Brown, no longer friends with Drake. I hope she's not losing all her friends. You know?
Is that the name of the song?
No, it's not. I would not want
Actual
Rihanna.
concern?
Yeah, I would not want Rihanna to be. I'm concerned about Rihanna. That's all.
Yeah.
She's a very big
a
star.
very sweet girl.
A very, very big star.
Unless she lent you something, because then she's like, "Bitch, better have my money."
Ah,
She's really
it's money.
aggressive.
It's
in that
never
case.
been
Yeah.
better have my money.
Yeah.
Is that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
What do you at home think?
Yeah, I don't know. Sure, I'll do this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I won't do that one. I'll do.
That's a great one.
No, it's not. George Clinton announced he's retiring from touring.
George Clooney.
Clinton from
Yeah.
Parliament Funkadelic.
George Clinton. After years of encouraging others to do it, he finally decided it's time to give up the funk.
Ah, song lyrics again.
That's very fun.
That is good.
That's a good show.
They bought that one, didn't they?
No,
you
I tweeted it.
I read your tweets a lot, I think.
Wow.
So,
I don't think they bought it.
do I do a joke that might be hurtful to people we know?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
More so than any other.
Yeah.
I apologize in
I
advance
don't
to
like
certain
people
people.
we know.
I know. Starting next year, Conan O'Brien's talk show will shrink to a half hour. The network got the idea to cut the length of the show in half by seeing what had happened to Conan's audience.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
Seemed to work for them.
You know? Sorry, Brian Kiley.
Oh, name drop.
Well, no, that's a legit apology.
And a name drop.
I love that guy.
He's great, Brian. You know, Herb loved him. Herb was this older guy who used to come on our show all the time. He loved Brian Kiley. He passed away
He's
last
so
year.
funny.
Yeah.
Not Herb. Herb was not funny. No, he might have been.
He was,
He's very old. Very old.
Well, I mean,
That's
yes
his own
and
kind of
no.
Oh, he's old.
Well, he's not.
How old was
He was 83.
Well, he's dead. That's pretty old.
Yeah.
Well, Jim Morrison's dead.
That's
Is he?
true.
Is he
Yeah.
27?
John Bonet. No.
Yeah.
Tennessee girl, 11, finds 475 million year old trilobite fossil. Being as it was Tennessee, the young girl immediately began using it as a new washboard instrument in her jug band.
See, when I hear
That's just
fossil, my thing
stupid.
is old celebrity. Like
Yeah.
Larry King.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, something like that.
I just wanted to say something mean-spirited about the bluegrass. Here.
Yeah.
You're not a fan?
Take
No,
that.
I love it, but
Oh.
I just wanted to be mean to them.
And then, like, for women now, if it's a female, people see Madonna, which really isn't fair. She's not that old. You know?
She's,
Her-
she's older than
Yeah.
she used to be.
Yeah.
Well, we aren't. We are.
No.
That is, I
She's
really-
not as old as Larry King.
he's old.
But you have to find like the new old person.
But
Like,
that's-
Larry King's been
yeah.
old for so long that it doesn't matter that he's like, oh, we get it. You have to find who we just learned is old.
Yeah, Madonna's not that old, but her hands are very old. You know?
Yeah,
So,
need some palm olive.
I don't think she does dishes.
You don't have to. You're soaking it.
Oh.
You're soaking in it.
I
Remember?
am?
That's an old reference.
What the
No
hell?
one gets that reference at all.
Everyone's
Is Nancy
too old.
Walker? Or is it? I don't know. So.
No, Nancy Walker was Bounty.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Palm olive was some other lady.
Yeah. Okay.
It's very interesting.
80s
topic.
commercials.
Do this one.
Yeah, do it.
John Jabo Sparks, who was the drummer for James Brown, has died at age 79. Doctors knew Sparks was dead when he could no longer get up, get on up.
The
Get
name
on the
of
scene.
like a sex machine.
Yeah, it's hard for an old guy.
He
to
couldn't
do
shake his money maker.
Yeah.
He couldn't take it to the bridge.
Hey, here's one on a totally new subject, and they bought this one. I'm like being really humble braggy. Not even humble.
No, you're
just
being
braggy.
braggy.
Just being
Braggy.
braggy. Facebook is launching a new dating feature. It'll match people up according to how angry their political rants are. So, Facebook, by the way, the go-to punchline for Facebook now a lot is people post about politics on it. They buy a lot of the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that was the punchline. I was
Yeah.
Oh, what a good idea!
I was like, that
It
should work.
was delivered as a one-liner.
Oh, well, sorry. Well, I haven't anchored in 4 years, so I'm rusty. Maybe I'll have to get up there and anchor.
Maybe.
You know? So,
Mm-hmm.
what do you think, audience? Want to see Mike anchor?
Vote Anchor if you want to see Mike anchor. If you don't vote, do not anchor.
And you
I don't know
can
how they would vote.
Yeah,
You-
yeah, they'll figure it out.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
they'll figure it-
go to our
yeah,
YouTube channel, Top Story Weekly Videos. You can see old video of me anchoring.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Well, our viewers are
Interesting.
pretty prolific, so they'll figure it out.
That's a good reference. Well, goodness, this is a huge breakthrough. Embryo-like structure synthesized in a lab could help decipher infertility. Finally, everybody can be infertile to all their heart's content. The dream is reality.
Twisted it. So wait, what do they do now?
I only read the headline.
Oh, okay.
You're not helpful with actual.
You're gonna say something too much information for humor, but I think if you read more than the headline, it hurts your ability to write the joke sometimes.
Sometimes I agree.
Because then you're like, oh, the thing that I thought was funny, now I understand it, and it's not funny anymore, and it's all logical. So I just like go by what I read the stupid headlines.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if you heard this, but Facebook announced that the app will now include a feature for online dating.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, it's all part of their plan to help guys on Facebook become even creepier.
Oh, they bought that one, didn't they?
I got $10 for that.
Wow.
Even creepier.
Even creepier.
Even creepier.
Even creepier.
Okay, here's one. A new study reveals that 43% of Americans feel their relationships aren't meaningful.
Oh.
Yeah. That number rises to 100% when asked of current first ladies.
Holy
Yeah.
They do not have a happy marriage.
I see.
Yeah, you could say it's stormy.
Ah,
Oh.
Daniels.
Hey, what's your
That's
name?
my name is
Yeah.
Dan.
Yeah.
Stormy
Daniel
Daniel
Bennis. That could be
Oh.
your nickname, Stormy.
Oh, that sounds like a character.
Yeah, Stormy Daniel Bennis in the new
It's an
Old Man
action
show.
movie or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Study finds maternal placenta consumption after birth offers no increased risk to newborns, though it does offer the risk of being grossed out and horrified by every other age group. I should have worded that slightly differently.
And the punchline, I feel like it would be like.
Though
every
other age group runs the risk of being grossed out and horrified.
Or it could be something about it does run the risk of driving cafeterias out of it. I don't know.
Yeah.
What are they?
What
do you mean mothers eat? What is their first? Like, is there like a first meal after you give birth? I've never heard anything about that.
The first meal.
Or like you give birth and then you have your first
you
meal.
eat the placenta.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do.
So my mother and my sisters did not. I'm pretty sure.
But something like Tom Cruise did.
No.
And I'm sorry, I don't want to be on record saying he didn't, but he did say that.
Well, then he's on record saying it.
Yeah.
He said it on, I think, Howard Stern.
Yeah.
It's odd fellow, that Tom.
Yeah, he is. But it's,
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised I haven't mentioned this so far this episode, but something I've noticed every time we've done this is that celebrities continue to have birthdays.
Still?
It's still happening. Yeah, like for
man.
instance,
Like, grow up. Wait a minute. That's exactly what they are.
for instance, Wonder Woman star Gal Gadot. Am I saying that correctly?
No, sir.
Gail Gadot. That was my punchline on that joke was about that. But anyway, you tell
Gal Gadot recently celebrated her 33rd birthday. And everyone said her birthday party was way better than the parties for Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill.
Because they suck.
They suck. Their movies suck.
Yeah.
People
Wonder
don't
Woman
like
is good.
People don't like Superman or Batman, but they like Wonder Woman.
You know, coincidentally, my punchline for Gail Gadot's birthday was that sadly her birthday wish didn't come true because no one pronounced her name correctly.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Thanks. They didn't buy it though. So
Sorry.
that's all right. I just figured that out. And it's Gal Gadot, I think.
Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot.
You know. Hey, here's someone who was in the news. After withdrawing his nomination to head up Veterans Affairs, Ronnie Jackson is also stepping down as the president's personal doctor. Jackson plans to spend more time drinking with his family. See, now that joke is going to mean nothing to us a year from now because we'll forget about this guy and we'll forget about the whole drinking thing. But this week, actually last week more, even more time.
Yeah, I don't know the name so much as I know the picture of him.
Yeah.
Which I know it at this moment. I know the name.
And
he's a guy who looks like
drinks.
he looks like Michael Richards with long hair.
No, that's the other doctor.
Oh, that's the other doctor.
Yeah, this other guy. See, that's the first.
Jesus. Yeah,
this is the guy who was in the Navy.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I have a joke about that other doctor too.
Oh, okay.
But I'll save that for my next
Okay.
joke.
Is it inappropriate? Never mind.
Is it inappropriate? No,
No,
it's appropriate. I
hate to see it in a lot. It's all in my head. CDC links salmonella case in Kansas to rattlesnake pills. But what are you going to do? Deprive people of their rattlesnake pills?
That is a very Dan Banish joke. That is that may be the most Dan Banish joke of any joke you've told today.
Totally right.
You kind of really summed up your humor and your personality right there. So,
that's true.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, my jokes display nothing.
Very interesting.
My jokes display nothing of my personality. I hide behind humor.
Yeah.
So,
Interesting.
Well,
speaking of Rick Ocasek.
Rick Ocasek of the Cowboys and model Paulina Poroskova have separated after 28 years of marriage.
Really?
Yeah, they broke up because it turned out only one of them liked the nightlife baby.
This is a record for you of the most jokes.
This was more like
Just in your
I was
wheelhouse.
out of jokes because we did one of these shows 2 days ago.
Yeah.
I can write a bunch of these and fill up jokes that way.
Oh,
Yeah.
so here's about the other doctor, but I didn't name him because I was trying to, only essential headlines.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
According to Donald Trump's doctor, Trump actually wrote the note released during the campaign stating that he was in excellent health. Let me do that again. According to Donald Trump's doctor, Trump actually wrote the note released during the campaign stating that he was in excellent health. Not only that, but Trump also wrote himself a prescription for a daily dose of 3 Big Macs. Because he eats a lot of fast food.
Fat guy.
He's fat and
Well, I didn't know it was medicinal now.
medicinal Big Macs. Taco Bell kind of is by the transitive property of marijuana.
Yeah.
It's so weird that marijuana is legal. I can't wrap my head around that.
It really stinks for rebellious teens.
What do you rebel against now? I'm like, Oh my God, you're smoking
anything you got. It's a bad reference. No one even understood it.
Yeah.
You know.
Isn't that Rebel Without a Cause?
Yeah. I mean, you, but not our stupid
it's
audience.
It's a
members.
reference to The Simpsons.
You're a wonderful audience member.
It's when Lisa Simpson said it in an episode, or I forget what the episode was.
Oh, was it? She was. Was it Summer? Was it Summer of 4'2"?
No, I don't think it was that much. I think she said it to Principal Skinner.
Maybe.
I do remember his eyes bulging.
Yeah, I remember it.
Well, goodness, a Utah. Speaking of Lisa Simpson,
Whoa.
that actually works. Here.
Wow, segue.
A Utah family discovers nearly 16,000-year-old horse skeleton in backyard. I bet some Neanderthal girl really loved that horse, said the family's 11-year-old girl. Probably in a sort of creepy psychosexual way. Did I mention she's precocious?
So that would be Lisa Simpson, except she'd be 9.
Yeah. It was sort of related.
It was Lisa Simpson adjacent.
Yeah.
So.
That joke made sense, but it sort of.
Yeah, it was
more
a lot.
of a scenario.
Because
more of a short story.
Many young women like horses.
Yeah, in kind of a weird way.
I'm not judging.
No,
I'm not going to horse shame
judging,
anyone.
but it is a little weird. I just mean weird in that there's something more to it, Freudian.
Should we do one more each or something? Or?
Yes, sir.
Seems like we're getting to that point where I don't like any of my jokes remaining. I have a 5th Rick Ocasek joke, but I will not do it.
Oh.
I'll do a commentary joke where I'm making a point, sort of. Hulu has renewed The Handmaid's Tale for season 3. Hulu said they will continue to bring back the show until it stops being so close to reality.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Whoa.
Wow.
Dang.
Yes, all women.
Ominous.
Yeah. Time's up, society.
I like
Patriarchy.
that,
Take that, Mike Pence.
I sure had like a powerful ending.
Yeah.
Well, if I'm gonna do more, you want my Save the Bell joke? Do you want my Kevin Hart joke? Do you want my another Stormy Daniels joke? Or my Avengers joke?
That's Avengers.
Okay, this is short.
Topical.
Short one. The name of the next Avengers movie might be Avengers Forever, because that's how long it will feel like it lasts.
Ooh.
Yeah, oh my lord.
I haven't seen any, as we've established. See, I wrote a joke, having never seen a movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but I know they're very long.
Yeah.
And they have a lot of superheroes in them. They
Smash
cram them all in.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like, what if the Flash hit the big guy?
It's kind of like, I'm the Flash, bye, you know?
Yeah.
I'm
People are
out
gonna
of
be so
here.
mad. They don't know that. We know that Flash isn't Marvel, but
I
they don't know. I know.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Oh, that's right. He's on the not the WB, the CW.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's a CW character.
Which is
He's in the CW.
which used to be
Him and Crazy Ex-Girlfriend and Jane the Virgin.
and Riverdale,
They all,
and the Archies.
They all team up
and the
fight
Archies. Yeah.
Fight teenage angst.
Yeah.
Together. Well, this is a big breaking news story. Playing football at an early age is linked to health risks of CTE. Also linked to sex with hot ladies. So, pick your poison.
At an early age.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All right. I guess that's all the.
Many of my nephews play football.
Wait, you did your last one?
I said we do one more.
I
can do another one.
We can do another round if we
I think
want.
one more
Well,
round.
we started with you, so I guess
Alright.
we can each do
Yeah,
one more maybe
Alright.
if we want. Let's see. I will not do the final Rick Ocasek joke. No, I won't do that Starbucks joke. Sure. Ratings for the most recent episode of Roseanne were behind its time slot competitor, NCIS. NCIS drew high ratings because it aired on a day when an unusually high number of adults visited their parents. That's what.
Old people watch NCIS, and so if you're with, because there's a whole lot of shows.
Whereas young people watch Roseanne.
Yeah, well, there was a whole lot of shows I've only seen with my parents. Like
Yeah.
Criminal Minds, Blue Bloods is a show.
Yeah, NCIS. That's
I don't even think my parents watch that. I think they're too young even for that.
my mom watches NCIS.
You know, but
and Murder She Wrote.
and in our apartment, like our current roommate who replaced Dan 3 times ago.
Jeez.
Calder Holbrook.
Hi Calder.
Playing that one.
Calder watches Murder She Wrote, like 4 hours of Murder She Wrote a night.
Makes sense.
So that I had never seen an episode before Calder moved in, and I now have seen many episodes of Murder She Wrote. Had you? You'd seen it, but not often, right?
Yeah.
You
That's
know.
accurate.
So it's there's something very comforting about Murder She Wrote. You know?
Imagine there would be.
You know, it's like somebody's gonna get.
Someone's gonna get hacked.
Well, this
up.
little town in Maine has this horrific murder rate. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like 10 murders. It's a town of 5,000 people. It's like 10 murders a year. The entire town should be dead by now. If they're at that rate.
People keep moving in for some reason,
Yeah.
and they keep
dying.
getting murdered.
Yeah.
And one lady seems to always be around.
She's always there.
You
know?
Suspicion.
Yeah.
I just read Angela Lansbury works with her first ever female director.
Angela Lansbury works with.
This is the first. She's doing something right now for Masterpiece Theater, and she was her first ever female director.
After all these years.
After 92 years.
She was her first. Who was?
The first time she ever worked with a female director.
Ah.
Yeah. And Angela Lansbury was nominated for an Oscars in the 1940s. That's how long she's been working.
Yeah.
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 Still doesn't have an Emmy though.
Yeah.
So
Fix
take
that, Emmy Academy.
Take that,
You fix
Angela.
that.
No. They're right. She stinks.
She's
a beautiful teapot.
Yeah.
She's a wonderful teapot.
We were talking about bed knob and broomsticks today when I was in my morning workout.
She was good. She was in Manchurian Candidate.
Manchurian Candidate. She's brilliant in Manchurian
Right.
Candidate. She's a really good actress.
Yeah.
She has a lot of Tony Awards for the Broadway stuff.
Oh yeah.
She's big on
the,
Broadway.
the real deal.
Yeah.
She hasn't.
She worked the boards. That's what they call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a joke?
Oh, is my turn?
Yeah, you
Sure.
can. I did one. You can do
You
the
want,
final one.
do you want Saved by the Bell? Do you want Kevin Hart? Do you want Mike Myers?
Let's do Mike
Mike
Myers.
Myers? Okay, this is
Stick
gonna
it
be
in
or
there.
Arrested Development.
Yeah, baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not usually mean, so I am mean.
It's okay.
It feels good.
It's okay to be mean.
I know. Mike Myers teared up on Jimmy Kimmel Live Wednesday night while remembering the late Vern Troyer. Then Mike really started to bawl while remembering his late movie career.
Ooh.
Cool. Scalding.
I know.
Holbrook.
That's too Calder references
Well,
now.
Bloomberg reports, look who's picking up the tab for Karl Marx's birthday bash. I'm going to go on a limb and say it was not one of his admirers.
Wait, I'm confused by the setup of
I
that.
I just read that.
I'm like,
Anyway, what? Yeah.
I'm intrigued.
It's intriguing. Who
Is it
knows?
Karl Marx birthday bash?
I don't
You
know.
don't think of the communists having bashes.
No, they're not having bash.
You know, they have like.
They like. There's only one party they like.
Ah, there we go.
And that
It's
is
a great show.
The communist
Christmas party.
Oh yeah, no, not holiday party.
It's like the last thing.
Yeah.
They're atheists.
They like the Office Holiday Party, the movie.
The big TJ Miller.
I forgot.
Oh yeah, yikes!
Oh, yikes!
Time's up.
Time's up, TJ Miller.
You host like said me. No, I say me
Do
too.
you,
but
remember,
no.
do you remember when he was the stand-up in Top Story?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
heard that he
show up.
harassed a lot of people.
No, but I was told by 3 separate people, you better make sure that he shows up. Like 3 separate people came to me and said that.
Yeah, I remember he was kind of around for a while, and then I
Yeah.
saw him on TV on movies and stuff. I'm like,
Well,
oh,
he
I guess
used-
he's famous.
He used to live over at the Sunset Vine, that big thing.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so he was right in the neighborhood. There's a theater we all used to. It's closed now. That's a whole thing.
Yeah.
But we used to all perform there.
Yeah.
Now we all perform at another theater, the Acme Theater.
So I guess now it's time to. We'll each nominate one of our jokes that we think could be the joke zero.
Joke 0.
This is the time when we silently look through our jokes and it's very entertaining.
Yeah, I think the silent part must be great for the viewer.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk.
They love that stupid John Krasinski movie from
Quiet Place is stupid. Yeah. I love your... One of the great things about Dan is he is the most contrarian person you will ever meet. He's like, Citizen Kane, that's a piece of shit.
That's true. I like that movie.
She's being it now. But like, it'll be... You will like... Whatever the prevailing great thing is, Dan will find a reason why that's not so good.
I beg to differ, but
always.
I
beg. Please, let me differ for once.
For once in my life, like the twist of different.
That would be like Donald Trump's not so bad. I think people are not giving him a fair shake.
I'm bad.
No, it's great. It's awesome.
But
I'm coming on your podcast and mocking you. I mean,
no, that is cute.
That is not nice. You should mock me back with stuff you know from living with me.
Okay.
I should not have opened myself up to that. No, that was pretty. They're great roommates. They're very easy to live with.
Thanks, man.
It was very harmonious.
That was fun.
Yeah. I guess I'll nominate for mine. The Academy of Motion Pictures, Arts and Sciences has expelled Bill Cosby. They expelled Cosby after finally getting around to seeing Ghost Dad. Ghost Dad.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go with. Just because the construction of it, I like that the cost of Chris Christie's official portrait as governor of New Jersey is larger than his three predecessors combined. Then again, so is Chris Christie.
Yeah.
It's fact.
Yep.
I'll do this one as you mentioned. CDC links salmonella case in Kansas to rattlesnake pills. What are you gonna do? Deprive them of their rattlesnake pills? Let's be real.
Oh. Yeah.
That's not going to happen.
Oh.
So which one of those is joke zero? We told you, but you tell us.
Give us a call at 555-888-555.
9/11. That's Rudy Giuliani's. I used that joke in this sketch this week.
It's a funny joke.
Rudy Giuliani's law firm number is 1-911-911-0911.
This is disgraceful. Well, thank you, Mob Crush, for having us on your show.
Thank you, Mike Hughes.
Thank you, Matt and Dan. It's delightful to be with you guys. It was delightful to live with both of them, and it's delightful to do a podcast with them.
Oh my gosh, it's getting